spin move you do. Breaking that dude's ankles and the stiff arm, woo! Reminds me of my playing days, Samoan warrior style.
It's too bad you stepped out of bounds. You could have scored a touchdown.
Well, there's no way he could have dodged. Tommy, how the heck have you been?
Hey, Tommy, how you feeling, man?
Good. Got a clean bill of health. I'm ready to get back out there.
Come on in, have a seat. Didn't think you'd be back.
Trust me, I tried transferring. Doesn't seem like any other schools want to accept a perceived health risk. But I've got a clearance from my doctor, Coach. I'm ready to play.
I'm glad you're healthy, Tommy. And I know the guys would love to have you back and all, but this is sort of my team now.
You know what would make you an even better quarterback? Me at receiver.
Shoot, yeah. We'll work something out.
Like you said, Coach, you gotta do what's right for the team.
It's the best news I've heard since my Aunt Lokalani's Boar won Best in Show. I'm gonna get the playbook. We're gonna start drawing some stuff up. Woo!
I know I'm not your favorite person in the world right now.
You're not even in my top 7 billion.
That's fair. Just know I did what I did to protect you, not to try and take everything that you worked for. And I can understand if you're angry with me, but I'm gonna do everything I can to make it right.
I'll tell you how you can make it right. The Midwest Prep Showcase, later this season against the Central Hawks.
What about it?
Well, they're the best team in the country, and it's a nationally televised game. That means every recruiter's gonna see it.
So what do you want from me?
Just want you to let me go out there and do my thing and show the recruiters what I can do. It's my last chance at getting an offer.
Fine. But if it's not working out there, then I gotta get the other guys involved.
Trust me, you won't need to.
One of the loudest venues in the NFL on Sundays looks to be no different on a Friday night. We've got a packed house for the Midwest Prep Showcase. Soon, 2 of the best high school football teams in the nation will collide here at Arrowhead Stadium when the Hawks take on the Spartans.
Wait, it's your...
Yeah, rapper, producer, entrepreneur, Snoop D-O-double-G. Please believe it, that's me. But hold up. Ain't you one half of them Heartbreak Boys?
I'm a huge fan of yours.
Nah, man, I'm a fan of yours. Check this out. If the coach and half the stadium knew what I was about to say, they try to run me out of this town, man. But let me tell you this. I've been following y'all story for quite some time. And I'm pulling for y'all tonight.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
For sure, my brother. Now get out there and go do your thing.
Snoop, you know Tommy Matthews?
Tommy! Hey, man, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. I'm such a fan, man.
Hey, likewise.
Love your hard work, your dedication, and how you just put the team and put everything on your back, man. That's beautiful, man. It takes a whole lot to do what you did.
Wow, thanks, man.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better get out there and make it count, man. It's a whole lot of schools that's gonna be watching y'all tonight. And I got a feeling I'm gonna see y'all again. Good luck. Ball out.
Will do.
Thanks, Snoop.
For shizzle, Snoop. Yo, we just met Snoop D-O-double-G.
I know. That was cool.
The what? Let's go do this, man. La-di-da-di-da.
Well, the crowd is loud and on its feet as Alan Myers gets things started. From a yard or 2 inside the goal line, he's got it. And it's not a great return as he's tackled inside the 20-yard line. So in the this matchup of top-ranked QBs, it's Braxton Knight and the Hawks with the chance to strike first on this opening drive. Let's one go deep for Cole. And they'll have it at the 36-yard line. So for the first time in this showcase, we'll get a look at QB2 and his offensive weapons. Tommy Matthews among them. Great move, avoids the defender. And a weight room play there before the defense can stop him.
So get this, earlier today I was speaking with Hawks coach Kevin Robbins, and in typical fashion, he did not hold back about today's matchup. He proclaimed his D would be so good against QB2, they'd end up putting Tommy Matthews back at quarterback. Bold words.
And he's taken down at the 23. After a solid pickup on that previous play, it's first down. From the gun, it's QB2. Spots Matthews, and he's inside the 10 as he picks up the first down. So with a couple of catches under his belt, Tommy's looking confident in his first game back. All right, here we go. It's first and goal. Looking to throw. Here's QB2. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Sammy Hawk, the first score of the showcase. Myers is on now for the PAT. And that's good for a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, the Spartans are ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as he drops to one knee for the touchback.
So we got Tommy involved.
Let's see
we got Sammy involved.
On first and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground. And that'll be a pair of yards.
We got Snoop cheering on the sideline.
Washington there to make the stop. All these kids so thrilled when they found out this year's edition of the showcase.
We're just balling out right now.
We're balling out right now. Kansas City Chiefs, Arrowhead Stadium. This is now a premier event on the high school football calendar. Now he moves out of the pocket.
Oh, give me the fumble. Can I get a fumble?
1 or 2 yards.
Can I get a fumble? I feel like every quarterback we play so far is a mobile quarterback. I mean, that's the future.
So here's third down after not much success on the ground this series. Out of the gun, it's Knight. Under
Let's go. Oh, what?
Sack.
Gotta be holding, right? Holding. All right. I'll decline that.
And so
all
the
right,
Hawks
big stop,
are ready to punt it away.
So they didn't tell us exactly how many yards Tommy has to get or whatever.
And here's the kick.
I'm assuming 100 yards, something like that.
Here's
That's going to be a good
Washington.
return right here. I got blocks. 1 minute beat. Let's go. Washington to the house. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
A stunning sequence on the return. Now for the point after.
So I was saying before, I didn't realize my mic was off, but like, high school kids would get excited about Snoop Dogg. I mean, I really feel like Snoop Dogg is like older people. I feel like a 16, 17-year-old kid. I mean, I don't know. Everybody knows Snoop, but I don't know. People would get like excited about it. And that for Shizzle line was super cringe. I don't know. I'm not sure who wrote this, but I'm sure it's like a 40-year-old white man. I'm sure who wrote the dialogue, but
Braxton Knight finds himself in an unusual situation. He's not used to being down double digits at any point in his career.
And they can't make the connection, so it'll be second down.
Their uniforms are hideous.
We're the only ones thrilled about this game being at Arrowhead. We've got an incredible turnout for one of the most hyped matchups of this season. Meanwhile, here comes the snap on second down. Back to throw. Here's Knight. And
Let's
they
go.
drop him for a
Pressure.
sack.
We got pressure. Oh, we're gonna
With
been
just
struggling
a
back
mile
there.
to go, it's third and very long. Out of the gun, looking to fire. On target.
No,
but he
big
flat out
hit.
dropped it. And even the cheerleaders are looking at each other like,
go,
"Bro,
baby."
catch the ball. Arrowhead
Come on, I ain't catching
Stadium,
that.
one of the best venues in all of football. And you know who loves it here? The coach, Jonathan Coachman.
Patrick
Big-time
Mahomes?
Chiefs fan. He's a Kansas native. In fact, I'm surprised if he's in the house today. And he's brought down at the 49-yard line.
Let's get my boy the ball. We're gonna go play action. Let's go deep.
So the Spartans are lined up now. They're up by double digits as they look to widen their advantage.
Get him.
He's going deep for Matthews.
Get it. Get it. Let's go.
He pulls it in.
Let's go, baby.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown,
Let's go.
Spartans.
Let's go.
He used to throw them, now he catches them. Tommy is back. And they add yet another point, one of many in this matchup. They're
Tommy
big
is
right
back.
now.
All right, so I'm gonna get a stop.
Reads 21-0. After giving up the touchdown,
This is skunk rule right here.
the Hawks are back to receive. Fielded in the end zone. And he's not able to do much with it, just a decent return.
For shizzle.
Send out their offense. And they really need Braxton Knight to flip a switch and march this offense down the field for points. They'll run it with Grove. And a slight pickup there as they get it to about the 24. So yes, there's an obvious reason why they call this the Midwest Prep Showcase. Every year, it's quite literally a showcase of the nation's top players. But this year is the first time they've ever had the top two quarterbacks in the country face off.
Ooh.
I'm speaking, of course, about QB2 and Braxton Knight.
That's the weirdest nickname ever, QB2. I mean, I get it. It's just silly as hell. Like, who would keep that name?
It's third down. Now they'll throw from the gun. Absolutely nowhere to go, and he eats that sack.
Does this dude have a completion?
A high-profile game like this can generate the interest of some big-time schools, and this stadium is loaded with coaches from powerhouse programs. LSU, Clemson, Oklahoma, you name it, they're here.
All right, we gotta get our boy
The Spartans take over on
involved
offense,
again.
and they begin this series feeling very confident. They're up big on the scoreboard. And he stopped at the 47. So for those keeping score, Tommy's got 4 catches tonight. And remember, some doubted he could transition to wide receiver, but he's proving them all wrong. Operating now on the opposite side of the field.
Go, Tommy.
It's first down.
Get him, Tommy.
Here's QB2 to start the series. Throws left, it's complete. So it's 5 now. Count them, 5 catches in Tommy's first game back, and no one looks more happy for him than Coach Fetu.
Listen, we gotta get our boy the ball.
QB2 gives it to Hawk.
Oh, I cannot hit that hole.
Losing yardage.
These some grown ass high school players, bro. These grown men. They couldn't try to make them at least look a little bit younger.
So the second quarter is
Got 2
now
more.
underway, and appropriately enough, it's second down. Play action. Here's QB2.
Fires right. It's complete. And he's tackled at the 11. It's an 18-yard gain.
I guess they say QB2 because they didn't want to. They don't have to try to say people's names that they put in. That's just kind of lazy.
Hawk gets the handoff. And he'll take this to about the 8-yard line. A pickup of 3 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 7.
Just give us a certain amount of names to pick from.
QB2 settles into this shotgun look. On 2nd down, he'll drop back. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. That's another score in his return. It's a legend in the making.
I like that.
And he knocks it.
I'll just get maybe one more drive and I'll send the rest. That should be enough.
28-0. So as they get set to kick it away, I can't help but think back to what Coach Robbins told me before the game. How his defense was going to shut down QB2. That didn't exactly happen, and I'd be very interested in hearing his thoughts right about now. First play of the drive for the Hawks. And we'll see if they've come up with anything to prevent this drive from ending with yet another punt. The Rock goes to Grove. And he's taken down at the 34.
Good run.
I mentioned a few colleges earlier with recruiters in attendance. My guy Reggie gave me a list with a few more names on it, and you know it's a heavyweight matchup when you've got schools like Oregon, Florida, and Southern California among the fans here today.
Good D. Good D.
Just short of a first down. Here's 3rd and 1. Knight hands it off to Grove.
Oh, I missed it. Oh my God, I missed him.
Get it across for the first.
Damn, that's my bad.
Gotta share a quick story. All right, so I'm making my way to the press box before the game, and who do I see but the dog father himself, Snoop Dogg. And he's seeking out QB2. But here's the thing. Snoop is a diehard Hawks fan, which tells you just how magnetic QB2 really is.
That's just so annoying. The QB2 thing is so
Nothing
funny.
doing on that run on first down, so still the full 10 to pick up here on 2nd down. Knight hands it to Grove. And they'll bring him down after a nice run.
All right, CPU. Get the running game going. All right.
He's a Southern California guy, Long Beach, if I'm not mistaken. And I wonder if he wasn't whispering in QB2's ear about the Trojans, right? I mean, who knows, but I wouldn't be surprised. From the gun, inside handoff. And he's across midfield into enemy territory.
We're really trying to get the ground game going.
A pickup of 4 on the play. And now it's 2nd and 6. Lone man in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Now he's taken down after picking up.
Yeah, they toting the rock. Come on, D.
Just take a moment to say here, when you stand next to some of these young men as I have, they look ready size-wise for the next level. I mean, some of these kids are huge. That's complete to his top. High ball. The D's got it. They're on the move.
Oh, did we get that?
And he'll be marked out at the 35-yard line.
Oh, man.
Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Back to pass on 2nd down. Not able to throw it away.
Oh, stiff the screen out.
Well, I mentioned it a little bit earlier, the size of some of these kids. Just take a look at Kelvin Thrash, number 87, Bucks title.
What?
He could suit up for a prime
triple coverage
game tomorrow, no problem.
Wow.
And not get thrown around. Back to pass on first down.
Triple coverage.
Into heavy traffic.
Let's go.
And they'll have it at the 30-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go deep.
Here come the Spartans to start the drive. And they've managed to finish every drive with a score.
Why are they trying to press my boy? Are you serious?
Fires down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down at the 30-yard line. A big-time.
There's an option to turn off celebrations. I'm totally doing it. We got the fade. We got the fade. We got him on a fade. Got him. Got him.
That is caught. Touchdown, Spartans. His third score of the game, and this.
That's a wrap. All right. Let's see. That's a wrap. Man, they didn't even score yet. Finally got on the board.
Clash between two top teams.
52.
And
That's
will
ugly.
do it. The Spartans win.
That's
the
embarrassing.
Showcase. On behalf of
Axel
everyone
Foley,
at EA
aka
Sports, I'm Kevin
QB2.
Connors.
And in the future, I'm trying to skip as much of the game stuff as soon as
This
it's out of
question is for
hand.
both
I'll
of
play
you.
one quarter. Let's get to the
What
story.
trait do you think would give you the edge at the next level?
I think my ability to quickly find the open receiver is what really sets me apart.
I mean, it must have been a little easier with me out there, right? When you snap the ball, you throw it to Tommy, rinse and repeat.
Right.
But seriously, though,
Right.
the past 2 years have really put things into perspective for me, and thanks to this guy, I'm just fortunate enough to have the opportunity to go to college and further my football career.
Wow, okay, gang. I think that puts us in a great place to go ahead and find out where these two are going. All right, gents, who wants to go
What
first?
school?
I want you to have the honors.
Oh man, I
It's
don't
the
know.
least I could do for all you've done for me.
All right.
I guess. Why's his neck so big? I'm gonna go LSU.
Oh, wow, man. Wow. So the decision is made. Tell us, when it came down to it, what led to this choice?
Well, there's been a lot of
Hey,
elite talent
best
that have
team out
walked
right
those
now.
halls, and I'd love to add my name to that storied list. Plus, the opportunity to play for a legend like Coach Miller is too much of a draw. Yeah, he's a guy that's had a ton of success with the school, and I think there's a lot I can learn from him.
All right. All right, Tommy. What you got for us?
SEC. You gonna go to a rival school or something?
Let's see.
You're gonna play each
Who's it
other
gonna
in the championship.
Whoa, Tommy, same question.
All right.
Well, isn't it obvious? I mean, Batman needs his Robin, and can't break up this dynamic duo.
I am Batman, Tom. Hey, let's.
I never said I wouldn't try to win Batman.
Yeah, nah. Nah, bro. Are you serious? That don't even make no sense, bro. Like, what school would draft the top quarterback, their receiver, and then try to move him back? What?
News,
That don't
Coach
make any
Miller
sense.
is stepping down from his illustrious college coaching career, and in his place, the school is promoting hotshot defensive coordinator Red O'Brien. Now, Coach O'Brien has been all the rage for quite some time, sitting at the top of a ton of schools' shortlists for head coaching gigs, but it sure looks like he's just going to stay put and take over the entire program. But what I really want to know is what it's going to mean for everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years. Waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
What do you mean? We've done everything that you asked of us.
It's like that. Okay.
How many of those do you guys have?
Well,
Now, as I
that means
was
your
saying,
school ain't been winning. What you mean that means you suck? It's junior year, and we ain't winning 2-3 years then.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. They're both get reps at QB. This is a defense-first team now. So I don't need your heartbreak kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't.
A game manager.
Understand?
Wow.
But you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the heartbreak kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more concerned what you can do now in college and winning a lot more at ease. So I'm gonna rotate you guys. I'm gonna stick with the hot hand until I see what I can get out of one of you. And you'll start the first half.
This is terrible.
Do well enough, you'll stay in. If not, we'll see what Tommy's got.
Coach, you can't be serious.
Wow.
You two are competitors, right? Well, that's how you're gonna have to approach this, as a competition.
What kind of drama
Come on, get
ass
outta
coach
here.
is this? Oh man, this is gonna be crazy. Fake ass ring, man. Listen, he put on them old rings. They should be new rings, bro. You know, you've been winning like that. You should have been winning when we was on the bench too. Trying to bring championship back to LSU.
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the LSU Tigers taking on the Oregon Ducks. College football is back here on EA Sports. The new season underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Get some instantly football
decision to
flashbacks.
bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon. They start out with a run by Ferguson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
I wonder if they got actual like college playbooks in here, or just the regular Madden playbooks.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Let's go, D.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely
Good return,
goes to the
good return.
defensive player.
All right, killer. Gun and pistol only. Okay. I would say let's take a shot early, but you know, the whole
outstanding field position for this
you
young
mess up, you
quarterback
get
as he
bitch
begins
type
things here. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Foley. Holmes has got it complete. And he will take this
Foley
in. Touchdown LSU.
Foley with the dot.
O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better
So he
start
actually
for
said
this
the name.
offense, getting a score on their opening possession. I guess maybe that justifies the call he made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think partner, did he flip a coin about who would start at quarterback, or did he really evaluate them in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this? Took the team right downfield, put 6 on the board, and how about the statement of Tommy Matthews on the sideline? He's telling him, this is my job to lose.
Well, they said Foley, so I was talking about the trash. But they can't say the name, but they said his name.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like in the start.
That's good. No more QB2 stuff.
Guys a little bit jumpy. You do. Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
not
and
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Good call. Oh, he made me miss.
He's taken down at the 31. The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. To throw on 3rd down. Barrett. And Cameron has it over the middle.
Linebackers?
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That good for 19 yards
so
as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out.
I get better pass rush, fellas.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. And he's going to go down.
Let's go.
Near midfield at the 49.
All right.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap.
All right, let's go.
Target,
I had that good first half.
Quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort.
So I wonder how that works.
Be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. A nice throw there. And
I wonder how that works.
Career start for this
like if I have a terrible first half, but they drop me.
He has said that he plans to use both of his top quarterbacks this year. We weren't even sure who was going to get the nod in this first game. He kept it a secret basically until just prior to kickoff.
And I tell you what, partner, I've got to give it to the new head coach, Red O'Brien, because as a former defensive coordinator, I'm sure he thought to himself, what would drive me insane trying to prepare for this game? Oh, that's right. Not knowing who's going to play quarterback and not being able to truly prepare. So he did exactly that here, starting his head coaching tenure, putting the pressure on his opponent by not naming his starter. So he's going to see how both of them play, I would expect, in this game. See who has the hot hand, see who handles the team, who handles the stage. I really like how he's getting things started now as the head coach of this team, not just the defensive coordinator.
All right.
And the gain here to the previous play.
I like this little pistol challenge. Just keep this pistol going.
From inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ducks, nothing.
So I was wondering if I had a bad first half, would they really like bench me or whatever in the second half? Or they gonna put him in the second half regardless? Nope.
So we got 3
on
1 tackle.
Come on, I gotta make it
else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
the gun. Foley. And he hits Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Another first down. I'll tell you what, he has got his guys on the move, and he looks awfully comfortable out there for this being his first start. Here's a 1st and goal, LSU.
Cover 1, man.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Let's go.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And LSU adds on to their advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Dude, I didn't realize that was the end zone. It was the same color. I was like, whoa, whoa, why is he taking a knee on the 1 yard line?
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
I didn't love that pistol power.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barron, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, get up, get up. Oh, why you dive?
The defense has it.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
He knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1 yard line. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible.
No go on that one.
Your defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
No go on that
Almost
one.
want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown.
Those slants are like OD in here, man.
And LSU adds on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right?
Let's jump forward to half.
Oregon's punter out on the field as he's on to kick it away.
We can at least see if there's any type of dialogue at halftime for the coach or whatever.
As he gets it away. It's fielded at the 45. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. LSU with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Foley. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Like man press. I got the fade.
Throwing on 1st down. Foley looking for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. I'll tell you what, a pretty special.
All right. I stopped because I don't want to miss any dialogue they have about the next quarterback coming in.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
All right, let's see if they say anything.
And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Looks like they got a no cutscene, nothing.
Both teams
nothing.
Appear ready for the final. We resume action here in quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
No comment. Really?
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time.
Really?
They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
7-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Foley. Avant brings it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Just his second catch in the game so
I'm really
far.
disappointed.
This one moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Drake. A pickup of about 3 yards.
I thought for sure they have some kind of dialogue or something about the other quarterback coming in or something. I'm just going to score. And then,
that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Foley, complete to Kelly. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A great effort there.
All right, let's get to the game. Let's see. Dominating win here. LSU. Axel Foley putting in work. Our boy never got in the game. Yo, that's crazy. They got the same sideline dude for every single team. Like that same brother on the sideline. Like college, pro, high school, the same dude with the clipboard.
But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Wake up.
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around.
Dude, the reporter lives with them.
Who crawled up your butt?
The high school reporter followed them.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
What? Yeah, get your own TV.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his 2-quarterback system is matchup based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got 2 quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse.
Basically.
I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Did you guys not see the game?
Hey, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Oh.
Hell no.
This whole thing again?
Apologize for what?
You dumb. I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you.
Ooh. Damn.
Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No.
Wait, why you apologize anyway? I said not to apologize. I want to lash out.
I don't know.
He's right though. That's facts. He didn't do anything.
Talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem.
Hell
Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Hell no. There you go. QB1, baby.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
Axel Foley. Jumping fiddlesticks. What kind of... All right, let's catch you